So now we have discussed some facts about the solar system. Now we have to discuss the charge controller and other parts. So after discussion of solar system, since already I have said that our photovoltaic system consists of are to generate electrical energy from the solar system. Solar system means solar panel is required, and after solar panel, some devices are required. And these devices are power electronic devices. So before going to power electronic devices, charge controller and other thing, since here electrical and electronics, both engineers are present, so therefore it is important to know what is power electronics. So now power electronics is a hybrid of power engineering, analog electronics, semiconductor devices, and control systems. Now, all the four engineering fields, whether it is electrical engineer or electronics and telecommunication engineer, all engineers issue. Now, other people say that power electronics is the electronics which deals with power system, and power system includes, that generation, transmission, distribution, and utilization. Means electronics which deals with generation, transmission, distribution, and utilization is known as power electronics. Other people say that electronics which work at power level. There are two levels of power. One is the signal level. One is the signal level and other is the power level. When we talk about the power in microwatt, milliwatt, or sometimes watts like power amplifier, then we talk about the signal level. But when we talk about the power in kilowatt, megawatt, and gigawatt, then we are talking about the power level. Now suppose how power electronics is important to us. Suppose from one station to another station, we have to transmit 100 megawatt power at the level of 100 kV. Then what is the current? 1000 ampere, because P is equal to V into Y and I is equal to P upon V. 100 megawatt power at the voltage of 100 kV transmission, then current flowing through transmission line is 1000 ampere. Means voltage is in the order of kilovolt. Current 1000 ampere means its value is 1 kilo ampere. So it is. So see, in power electronics, we deal the voltage at kV, we deal the current in the order of kilo ampere. And suppose anything we have to control, then the voltage withstand capacity and current handling capacity of the semiconductor devices must be in the order of kilo and kilovolt and kiloampere. Means power semiconductor devices are required. And some of the power semiconductor devices, you have studied power diode in power electronics subject, thyristor or silicon control rectifier, power MOSFET, and IGBT. These 3 and 4 semiconductor devices are all used in the power electronic systems, which are used for generation of electrical power with the help of solar system. Now, the first solar charge controller, power electronic system, solar charge controller. See, this is a solar panel. This is panel. From panel, we receive electrical power, and then this electrical power we can directly connect to load. But what happens if this power is directly connected to load, which is obtained from the panel? In the daytime, when sunlight is there, we will receive the power, but during night, when sun rays are not there, then what will happen? We will not obtain the power to load. Suppose it is the truth. Therefore, to reserve the power, here we connect a battery also, so that if you are not connecting the load, this battery will be charged. And during night time, when sunlight is not there, then this battery will provide the power to this load. Now, it may be that, suppose you are using 12-volt battery. 12-volt battery, you have not connected load. It may be that this battery may be overcharged due to connection of solar panel with this battery. If load is not consuming power, it may be that battery is overcharged. And suppose solar panel is not giving the power in the night and you are utilizing the battery to the load, it may be that battery may be deeply discharged. So therefore, there must be a system which can control the charge of the battery. And this function is performed by solar charge control. So now, on the basis of this discussion, we can say that solar charge controller is a regulator for solar battery that prevents it from overcharging or discharging. You know that batteries are rated for volt and ampere hour. It is a common practice to represent the voltage rating and rating of battery in the ampere hour. And suppose voltage is exceeded with respect to the rating of the battery, then what will happen? Battery may be permanently damaged. So this is the function of solar charge controller, that which prevents the battery from overcharging and discharging. Now this is the function of charge controller, which is a very important part of the electricity generation of solar system. There are so many charge controllers. First type of charge controller is shunt type of charge controller. Second is the series type charge controller. Third is the DC to DC converter type charge controller. MPPT, maximum point tracking charge controller. Pulse width modulation charge controller. So now These charge controllers are used as solar charge controllers. Some charge controllers I will discuss in this lecture. First, shunt type charge controller. You know the meaning of shunt. Shunt means parallel connection. See here, this is the PV array, PV system. Here will be sun. Sun will give light rays and PV array will receive. And then this is the load. This is the load. So this is the PV array which will take solar energy and convert electrical energy, and then this electrical energy is given to the DC load. Here is a battery. Here is a battery, and this battery is to be protected against the overcharging. This battery must be protected against the overcharging. Then what will happen? Suppose it is fully charged, or the capacity of this battery is of 12 volt. It will be charged up to 12 volt. Then after 12 volt, what must be there? After 12 volt, there must be no charging of this battery. So therefore, there is a regulator which is connected parallel, and there is a blocking diode. These two are responsible to disconnect the battery from the solar panel. When this battery will be fully charged, this blocking diode will be open circuited, and due to open circuit of the blocking diode, what will happen? The current will not go to the battery. But it will be directed through this shunt regulator. This shunt type element, it is a transistor. You have studied the various types of regulators in regulated supply. The basic principle here is that when it is to be charged, this shunt element will be open circuited, and PV panel will charge this battery. When the battery is charged up to the level required, then this blocking diode will be open circuit, and therefore this will be disconnected. Now, other type of charge controller, it is series type controller. It is just like you have studied in regulated DC power supply, series voltage regulator. So see here, it is a PV array. It is the series element connected in series path. Here is the battery. And this is the load switching element is connected to DC load. It connect or disconnect the load according to requirement. So here, this is the battery. We are using this series element as series type charge controller. When this battery is fully charged, this series element will act as open circuit. PV panel will be disconnected, and there will be no overcharging. Now, most important, these two were the simplest type of charge controller, shunt type and series type. These are the various uh, simple charge controllers. These are the shunt and series type regulators, which are made of solid state devices. Now, another important charge controller is MPPT solar charge controller. MPPT solar charge controller means MPPT stands for maximum power point tracker. It is this circuit, typically DC to DC converter in the majority of modern modern photovoltaic system. Means MPPT solar charge controller consists of DC to DC converter. You know the DC to DC converter, step down DC to DC converter, step up DC to DC converter, like this. And then its function is, this MPPT solar charge controller function is to maximize the energy available from the connected solar module array at time during the operation. How it works? MPPT tracker, maximum power point tracker, checks output of the PV wire. Here, control system concept is used. What control system says, suppose it is the system, it is the output. This output is fed back to this comparator. Here is the reference input. Here is suppose negative feedback. Then output of this feedback block is compared with the reference input. Error is produced. Error is produced. If error is 0, then there is no change in the system. Means our reference input and here the actual output which is required are synced. There is no need of correction. But if there is an error between reference input and this output of the feedback, then there is a correction required. Likewise here, MPPT controller acts. First, MPPT controller checks the output of the PV module. Then it compares the battery voltage. And then after comparing, if there is a difference, then the battery is required to be charged. The battery is required to be charged. And how this charging requirement will be fulfilled? Because with this MPPT controller, there will be MPPT algorithm embedded with the system. And this MPPT algorithm will check whether the charging of battery is required or not at the maximum power point. So now, in the block diagram system, we can understand here. This is the solar panel. Here, electrical power we are receiving, and here DC to DC converter is there. Then before going to DC to DC converter, there are two sensors here, voltage sensor and current sensor, because we have to measure power. The voltage and current both are required. And then this is given to the MPPT controller. Then MPPT controller goes to the DC to DC converter. And you know DC to DC converter. Suppose this is the output voltage waveform of DC to DC converter. This is the, will come to DC to DC converter. This is the chopping time. This is on time of chopper. This is off time of chopper. By changing T on or T off, or by changing capital T, you can change the duty cycle of the chopper. And then by changing the duty cycle of the chopper, suppose you are using a step down chopper, then suppose you are using a step up chopper, then these outputs can be obtained by varying the duty cycle. So then this MPPT controller will act as element which will control the duty cycle of this DC to DC converter and required amount of power, because we are connecting voltage sensor and current sensor for the modification of voltage and current both, means power we are going to control, and therefore required amount of power will reach the load.